Hello and welcome to Real Hi-Fi Help. Let's have a look at Verity Parsifal Ovation review. So this is the original version. A pretty old speaker, about 20 years old now. There might be some models that only are like 15, 10 years old. And very, what do I call it? I wouldn't call it very typical of the Verity sound. It's a bit more of a traditional, solid, reserved type of sound that is a bit heavier to drive. And I feel that this is more suited for the traditional, I wouldn't say pretend transistor gear out there, but it's just the voicing of it is different. The priority is slightly different to the normal Verity sound that we hear, that is usually a bit more fresh, a bit more lively, a bit more easy to drive. So even though this is only 8 inches, this driver here, it has a lot of power in it. And I really think that if it was possible one day to do a do-it-yourself project of this speaker, it would sound absolutely fantastic. You have the ability here to run without the connectors that come with it, and just run it single wire speaker cable here and single wire speaker cable here, where you skip this one. That will potentially give you a lot more control, a lot more power. Just turn it into a very different speaker at a much higher level, coming much closer to the Verity's Sorastro sound, but potentially more stable. And I don't really see any people doing that, but it is possible. It's like I said, more of a hefty, human, reserved, traditional type of sound. It doesn't really stick as much out as many of the higher end speakers out there that want to impress you more. So it can perhaps hide itself a bit, so you don't, as a listener, really recognize it for what it's truly good at. Those last gears that it has. So yeah, I would have liked to have owned this instead of my Fidelio speaker, because this is like a couple of models above that. It does pack a bigger punch. And I would say it would be perfect for a 20-25 square meter room size of... this would be perfect for 25 square meters, I would say. And if you could find a source and a DAC that was high class, or perhaps a bit more fresh, it could be warm, it could be bright, could be a bit of everything. You could still get away with it on this speaker with when you compare it to one of the other Verity speakers, the speakers that are more on the bright side, more revealing. It can be a bit more difficult getting away with bright source equipment there. So just so you guys know. But yeah, try stuff generally with Verity speakers, stuff like Alan Taylor, Color to the Moon, and Long After You're Gone with Chris Jones, and Yukoslata, songs for Yukoshavi. It's very difficult to get a hold of this last one. You won't see it on YouTube, but generally Spotify, Tidal, Qbuzz, I think you can find stuff. This artist here with that song sounds especially good on Verity speakers. So just a very underrated speaker. I think that it kind of goes a bit below the radar of a lot of people out there. I think they just want stuff that's cheaper, easier to drive, doesn't fill as much. And yeah, just one of those speakers I just feel that doesn't get enough attention. So yeah, now it has got a bit of more attention. And just want to say in the end that there is quite a big difference going from this speaker to the Big Brother Verity Sarastro. The Verity Sarastro is a lot more exciting, a lot more intense, a lot more resolution, goes a lot deeper. It's just a lot less traditional and psyched up in a good way, you know. Where I feel that this could at times be perhaps a bit boring, especially if your gear isn't really that good. If you have like Class A, Meitner, Musical Fidelity, Vincent, which isn't the perfect combination with this, there I feel that you could really miss out on the potential. Whereas once you start getting into audio flight gear, you start seeing the potential in this stuff, you know. And then when you try Jadis, then you really start seeing huge potential. And then Negra, it's like, whoa, you know. Then we're there. Then it just gets really a lot more interesting. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Like and subscribe if you can. Bye.